Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Mahnur Gohar, and you're watching Park News English. Today, the really important day has come to an end. Today is the World Youth Summit for Peace ceremony. In this ceremony, you can see many young minds, young people who has taken part in this ceremony to guide other youth of the nation that how they can serve for the nation, how they can spread the peace around the globe. Along with this, many important guests that includes military officers, important delegates, international delegates, and many other important famous personalities has came here. So here we have an honorable guest and the president of YCP Youth Council Pakistan here. So let's ask him that what are his thoughts about the today's ceremonies. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sir, I have few questions to ask you about today's ceremony. That what are your thoughts and what are your opinion about it? That how government can play a role on representing the youth on national level and how they can portray youth's talent on national level.
Let's talk about the root causes. What are the root causes that make hurdles in progressing the youth of Pakistan towards the global level, or the youth can play a role in economic growth or something else. The root cause in Pakistan is almost 40 years back. The government has banned student union. Student union is very important, used to very important platforms in all universities, educational institutions, where students have to deal with politics, different political parties, and they have contest elections. Through election they came to power, and they know the ethics and the moralities, that how to talk about the vote and how to make lobbying, how to respect another candidate. This was a whole process, and during their studies they get much grooming of politics, of leadership, of administering small institutions or small societies. That input was very great, and that contribute to the national progress or economic progress or political progress. Due to which I can give examples. I won't take names, but we have only 2 to 3 people that in leadership and parliament that came from student union, and they have a great contribution on the constitutional side of Pakistan. So today the dire need of student union, the restoration of the student union, is very important for the progress of Pakistan, because Pakistan is in a dire need of leadership. People say there are political crisis, economic crisis. For me, the most important in Pakistan is leadership crisis. If we can fulfill leadership crisis, we can overcome the political and economic crisis. And for fulfilling the leadership crisis, we have to restore the student unions in Pakistan.
Okay, so thank you. I have another question that our viewers really want to know about. That is it the government's responsibility? Like, is it the government's lack of responsibility that they are not showing, and that they are not representing the youth, or like they are not giving youth the chance of to lead?
Yes, I strongly agree with this point. I emphasize on the youth responsibilities. We always talk that youth are responsible. Youth have to contribute to this nation, to contribute to the political progress and economic progress and digital progress, environmental progress, global peace. But government has a key role in streamlining and harnessing the youth power for national progress and for global peace, because developed countries have engaged their students with their industries. It's called Academia Industry Exchange Program, or exchange setup or series, through which their systems are updated, and updated research, updated policy. In our country, we have policy 50 years old, 70 years old, 100 years old, even 1935 constitution, and we are following the subcontinent rules of law. So due to which we are not progressing. Policies are made in closed doors, closed rooms by bureaucrats. They don't engage students, they don't engage youth. So if they do so, since they don't have any approach to the research and updated process, that's why the youth of Pakistan is lagging behind, and the world is touching the sky. People are touching the moon, the space, and Pakistan on every Independence Day we are having our Golden Jubilee celebration this year, and we have nothing to launch to celebrate on our educational side, on our digital side, on our science side, on our health side, like post-COVID-19. This is very unfortunate, and the government have to take serious measures and serious strategies making process for this. Thank you.
There's another question, like as you said that the youth, like it's like some fault of the youth that they are not getting opportunities that have been discussed in the session, in the ceremony, in the speeches. So what do you think, like how the youth can get opportunities? Like what are the key factors or what are the key points in your opinion that the youth should work on and get or make opportunities for themselves?
I would say motivation is very important for any person, not for a shy person or some people from far-flung areas. People and youth must have to be motivated, keep themselves motivated, and they must realize that this is their responsibility. I can understand, I admit this, that there is a government fault and some other issues, state faults, but there is the state and government made from these people. And I can understand that there might be mistakes from the previous people, from the elder, from the previous generation, but this is our responsibility, the current generation responsibility to come forward and play its role. Because all the time we just go through social media, we just get hopelessness on high peak, and media is also sensitization and sensational news of the media that make high hopelessness in youth. So youth must play its role because this country belongs to the youth. If youth do not come forward, the upcoming generation will make us accountable of this crisis.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Okay, so this was an interview with the President of Youth Council Pakistan, as you have heard about his opinion and thoughts about today's ceremony.